Route 66 is known as America's Mother Road, but some stretches are better left forgotten. Outside Gallup, New Mexico, a burned-down motel stands as a monument to tragedy and to one girl who never left. In 2014, photographer Lisa Chen stopped to take pictures of the ruins at sunset. What she encountered in the fading light would make her question whether the past ever truly dies, or if some souls are condemned to relive their final moments forever. Lisa had been documenting abandoned Route 66 landmarks for months, chasing the fading ghost of mid-century America. The old Desert Rose Motel outside Gallup was perfect, crumbling neon sign, shattered windows, and that haunting quality of places where time had simply stopped. She arrived around 6 p.m., the autumn sun casting long orange shadows across the desert. The motel had burned in 1956, according to local records. A gas leak, followed by an explosion that killed 3 people, including a teenage girl named Rebecca Martinez, who'd been working the front desk. The structure had never been rebuilt, just left to rot in the desert heat. Lisa set up her camera, capturing the way dying sunlight pierced through the collapsed roof. That's when she saw her, a young woman, maybe 17 or 18, standing near what used to be the motel entrance. She wore a pink waitress-style dress, bobby socks, and saddle shoes straight out of the 1950s. Her dark hair was pulled back in a ponytail, and she was smiling, waving at Lisa as if trying to get her attention. Lisa's first thought was that someone else was here, maybe another photographer doing a period shoot, but something felt wrong. The girl's clothing looked too authentic, too worn, and she was standing in a spot where part of the roof had collapsed. Lisa could see clear through to the sky behind her. The girl called out, her voice carrying clearly across the empty lot. "Excuse me, could you give me a ride into town? My shift ended hours ago." Her accent was pure 1950s Southwest, the kind Lisa had only heard in old movies. Lisa's skin prickled. The temperature seemed to drop despite the warm evening. Against her better judgment, Lisa walked closer. The girl maintained her smile, but her eyes were wrong, too bright, too fixed, as if she were looking at something just beyond Lisa, rather than at her directly. "I work here," the girl continued, gesturing at the ruins, "at the Desert Rose, but my ride didn't show up. Do you think you could take me to Gallup? It's not far." Lisa's mouth went dry. The girl was describing the motel as if it still stood intact, as if the char marks and collapsed walls didn't exist. "This place, it burned down," Lisa said carefully, "a long time ago." The girl's smile never wavered, but her image began to flicker, like a film projector stuttering. "I know," she said softly. "I was here when it happened. I can still smell the smoke." And then Lisa did smell it, acrid, choking smoke, filling her lungs despite the clear desert air. Heat washed over her face, and for a terrifying moment, she saw the motel as it must have been that night in 1956, flames roaring through the structure, windows exploding, someone screaming. Lisa stumbled backward, coughing, her eyes watering. When she looked up again, the girl was walking toward her car, parked 50 feet away. Not walking exactly, gliding, her feet not quite touching the ground. "Please," the girl said, her voice now tinged with desperation. "I just want to go home. I've been waiting so long." Lisa ran. She didn't think, didn't reason, just ran for her car, fumbling with her keys. Behind her, she heard the girl calling, her voice growing fainter and sadder. "Please don't leave me here. Please. It's so lonely." Lisa drove 5 miles before she dared to check her rearview mirror. The back seat was empty, but the smell of smoke lingered in the car for days afterward. And when she finally developed her photos from that evening, one image made her blood run cold. In the background of a shot she'd taken before seeing the girl, there was a figure visible through one of the motel's shattered windows. Pink dress, dark ponytail, standing exactly where Lisa had first seen her. But this photo had been taken 15 minutes earlier, before anyone should have been there at all. Lisa never returned to that stretch of Route 66. The Desert Rose Motel still stands, or what's left of it, and locals warn travelers not to stop there after sunset. They say Rebecca Martinez is still waiting for someone to take her home, still living in the moment before the flames took her life. Other drivers have reported seeing her over the decades, always wearing that pink dress, always asking for a ride to town, always vanishing before they reach the city limits. Some say her voice can be heard on quiet nights, carried on the desert wind, asking the same question she's been asking for nearly 70 years. Could you give me a ride? The deepest horror isn't her appearance, but her hope, the possibility that she still believes each new traveler might finally be the one to break her loop and take her somewhere the dead cannot go.